be on here just, live your life. You're not doing anything to harm anyone. You are just literally expressing your perspective, or you're just trying to talk about the things that you care about, and all of a sudden you're being suppressed and reported. And that's the part to me where it's like, when you just start attacking everybody now, like y'all don't even have no real guidelines for this. I will be moving around too. I will be moving around too, because that's just not right. That's not right. And it's just further solidifying my feelings about not spending all of my time on this platform anymore. It actually had me thinking, if I'm sooner than later going to just stream strictly on YouTube, because I'm gonna look at the numbers and I'm gonna see, but honestly it's giving like I can I can I can figure it out over here. Like I can figure it out over here. Hey friend. So yeah. So today we are at 669. Let me move it over. Let's see. Thank you. We are at 669 mirroring my video. I feel like I am not together, but that's okay. So we are at 669. I'm moving up one. We're still going up. Okay. The arrow only went down one time. And then it wasn't an arrow yesterday. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're growing. There was something that I saw before I got on here that encouraged me so much, y'all. So there's someone that I know mainly from Instagram, and she posted on Threads that she is at 4,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. And the reason why that's so dope is because she said 2 weeks ago she was at 200. She was at 200. Hey, Niala. She was at 200 and now she is at 4,000 subscribers. And I was like, bring the blessings on around this way. Like, let's go ahead and bring it on around, because that is so dope. Like, that's so exciting. And I was genuinely excited for her because I really love her content. um she is a black mom, and she has a son who is on the spectrum. And so she talks about her experience as a mother. I believe that she's also a single mom. So that in and of itself is already its own challenge, its own journey. And so she talks about like how she advocates for her son and how she encourages her son to advocate for himself. And just seeing her raise this young black man, and him being confident in who he is and all of his uniqueness and weirdness. Like, he's just it's so cool to watch them. So yeah, she need to share her niche topic. Would love to know. I don't know. I think that I would assume it's motherhood. I don't know. Um I don't know. I have to look and see, because I just saw her like screenshot of her studio, like her analytics. And then from seeing her content on Instagram, I made the assumption that it's the same content. It might be different content, but I feel like it's not, because that's like her entire platform. But I don't know. Maybe it's something different. But yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good over there. So yeah. I know it's just coming around the corner for me. But y'all, let's get into this brand personality, so that I cannot be here until 11 o'clock today. So y'all, we have been going through all of the different brand personalities. Today we are on I think this is the eighth brand personality, the seventh or the eighth. Yesterday we talked about the rebel and the rebel. We found out that there are a couple of rebels in the camp. We talked about the creator, the jester. We talked about Who else did we talk about? The innocent, the caregiver. So we're moving along. If you're new to this, the brand personalities or brand archetypes are the different personalities and characteristics that a brand can have. It informs your brand colors. It informs your messaging. It informs how you speak to your people. It can inform the images that you use in your content and your marketing. It literally is a personality that describes and embodies your brand. And so we have been going through each of them because I learned that this is a topic that a lot of people really don't know that much about. Like, it is a very niche topic, but when you learn your brand personality and you feel connected to it, it empowers you in a way. And so, one thing that I want to share before I talk about the hero, because that's who we're talking about today, one thing that I want to share is I just had a call with one of my clients, and we were going through her brand personality. And one of the cool things that happened is that she played the game. So I told y'all I have a brand personality game that I play, and I use the cards. There's 60 cards that represent all of the different brand personalities. And so we play the game, and the way that I do it, just so y'all know, to give you a little insight, the way that I play it is that I literally lay the cards out on the design side. So unless you've watched these videos and you listen to me break them down, you don't know what each card represents or what information is going to be in here. You don't know the details. You're literally picking the cards that are drawn to you, that you're drawn to, that speak to you for whatever reason. And so when people pick the cards, they tend to pick the cards that represent their brand without them even realizing that they're doing it, because of the design and what it represents. And so I laid out the cards for her. We played the game and she picked out the cards. And there was one card in particular that when she listened to it, she was like, at first she was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't feel like that's not really resonating with me. And so I challenged it a little bit, because what I realized is that what I picked up from it is that it represented an aspect of herself that doesn't necessarily fit the brand that she's created, right? Like, it doesn't fit. Like, she didn't see how it could fit together. And so it was cool though, because it is the side of her that I feel like I've seen hints of. I've seen like parts of it, but I felt like it wasn't really represented in how she presented herself. And so when I like broke it down to her and then kind of gave her some examples of what I saw, she was like, "You know what? Actually, you may be onto something. So I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna sit with it, and I'm gonna see how I feel." And so I thought that that was a cool example of, even when you go through these, like, they can represent who you are and what you're already embodying, but they can also represent aspects of yourself that you may not showcase enough that would help you to attract a different group of people. Or it could be an aspect of yourself that maybe you don't feel as comfortable sharing, because this is something that people aren't used to seeing from you, right? So, or it could be something that you embody, but you don't feel like you fully embraced it just yet. So it doesn't have to be this thing where it's perfectly you. It's not about it being perfectly you. It is about you being able to identify and relate to it and see yourself in it, even if it's more in an aspirational sense, and know that it's, as you grow and evolve, this is what you are growing and evolving into. Like, this is what you're growing to represent. So I wanted to share that to encourage you, especially as you're listening to this, and for those who will go on to work with me and we do this, we play this game together and figure out your brand personality, that you might find that, man, I really like it. Hearing it excites me, or hearing it feels a way, but I also feel like it might be me, but I'm not fully embodying it yet, or I'm not fully representing it yet. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So let's get into the hero, y'all. So today we are talking about the hero brand personality. This is a fundamental card. There is also its cousins that we're going to get to towards the end, and I'll break down what each of these mean. All right. So the hero acts to redeem society by overcoming great odds in service to successfully completing extraordinary acts of strength, courage, and goodness. The hero is admired by those who appreciate the self sacrifice, stamina, and courage required to triumph over adversity and evil. Now, the hero personality is one that I is one that's I think is easy to identify in culture, because of heroes, superheroes, and movies, and we think about even just like the references that we use to heroes, the protagonists. Like there's a lot of examples of what the hero looks like, and I still feel that although there are a lot of there's I think this like one of the most well known or understood personalities, I believe that there is an aspect to it that is not as stereotypical as what you would imagine when you think about a hero, right? So I'm what I'm hoping for today is that you see the nuance in it, and that if this is you, that you feel excited about the fact that you can learn how to really embody this and represent it. So if you're driven by a relentless pursuit of excellence, courage in the face of adversity, and a powerful desire to protect and uplift others, you might just be the hero archetype. This is more, hey, Adrian, this is more than just striving for personal glory. It's about fighting for justice, overcoming challenges, and inspiring others through your strength and determination. So let's get into the strengths, the challenges, and the essence of the hero. The strengths of the hero are their courage and their bravery. They face fears head on and stand up for what's right. They are known for their determination and perseverance, pushing through obstacles to achieve their goals. They're known for their strength and resilience, withstanding hardships and emerging stronger. They're known for their integrity and honor, upholding high moral standards and principles. And they're also known for inspiration and leadership, motivating others through their actions and example. So, embracing the strengths of the hero is not just about is embracing your strengths as a hero is about embracing your natural ability to lead and protect. Heroes aren't just fighters, they are defenders of what's right, inspiring others to rise to their challenges. So, in the name of challenges, let's talk about some of the challenges of the hero. So, some of the obstacles that you may face as a hero are overconfidence, taking unnecessary risk due to a belief in their invincibility, stubbornness, refusing to back down even when it's wise to do so, burnout, pushing themselves too hard and neglecting self care, isolation, bearing burdens alone rather than seeking support, and impatience, struggling with frustration when progress is slow. So, recognizing and mitigating these challenges as the hero can help you to maintain your strength and effectiveness while ensuring that you can continue to fight for causes while also taking care of yourself. So, y'all, let's dissect these strengths and challenges for just a second. So the hero and the rebel have very similar challenges. Thank you. This is my hero attire. Heroes have very similar challenges to the rebel, especially when we talk about burnout, and the isolation and the impatience. Okay. Especially when it feels like your fight for change, or even your belief in people, your belief in others, if you have a service, or even just if you have a product, and you want things to change, right? You want things to get better, you want them to improve, but in reality, it does not happen like it does in the movies. It does not happen. Thank y'all for the gifts. It does not happen like it does in the movies. And one of the things that I feel like that comes from for the hero is that your sense of self-worth can be tied to the results that you are able to produce and the change that you can make. If you are the hero, you may struggle with overestimating your importance. And it's funny because it's an overestimation, but an underestimation at the same time, because it's really just a way to compensate, right? Compensate for the insecurities that you may have, or the shortcomings, or the things that you feel don't make you worthy, or that don't make you a good representative or of this hero brand personality. Like, there can be a lot of challenges to what you represent and uphold versus your reality and where you are. And this impatience can also be seen in yourself, not just with others. Like, let's say for instance that you are someone who is determined, right? You are someone who perseveres, but at this point in your life, you're at a particularly tough patch in your life. And while you know what you're capable of, where you are, you may not have the capacity to do more. Like, you may, oh, perfect example. Let's use fitness as a good example, because a lot of fitness brands represent the hero brand personality. So let's say that you're someone who's used to being like in tip top shape, right? Like, you're used to going to the gym every day, like you're used to being healthy, like being on top of your health. But then you have an injury that completely shatters every routine that you had, right? And now you have to take a step back from your normal routine of every day in the gym, pushing the I'm not going to start getting into the technical stuff, but I'm going too far with the imagery. But you're not able to do the routine that you're used to doing, because now you have this injury that is going to take time to heal. You have this injury that you have to now prioritize your healing, which means that the way that you work out is completely different than what you're used to, which means that the gains that you got, they're gone, or they're not as, it's not as, you're not as strong or as fit as you're used to being. And you can be frustrated with your progress, because you have now made this image of yourself being this huge, like this buff person, or this super in shape person, or you've made your fitness your role, your identity. And now you don't feel like that determined person, or you don't feel like that person that has integrity. You don't even feel like somebody who is a leader, because right now you can't even lead by example, because your perception of what it's supposed to look like is now taking a back seat to your health. And so that's what I'm getting to and describing with the way that you perceive yourself as a hero, and the strengths that you have. Just because these are your strengths, it does not mean that what you do or what you accomplish is your identity. Like, it shouldn't be. You should practice learning how to separate those things, separate those accomplishments from your worth, because it's going to really help you to not have that overconfidence, which is really a lack of confidence, insecurity, in that it can help you to be patient in those moments where you're frustrated with your progress. And then it can also help you to avoid burnout, which we know is a very serious place to be in. Like, when you have truly got to a place of burnout, that means that everything that you're doing now has to shift. Because everything's got to slow down. Some stuff just got to stop completely, because now we got to build you back up. So those are some of the things that I want to caution the hero against. But to encourage the hero as well, I want you to know that the strengths that I listed, these are naturally your strengths. Okay. You're naturally a courageous person. You're naturally someone who is strong, who's resilient, who's determined. Like that's naturally who you are. And so, even if your strength and your perseverance doesn't look the way that you're used to it looking, it does not mean that it's not still your strength and that it's not still happening. Right. Like it takes just as much determination to to make sure that you're healthy enough to work out again as it does to get to the place where you were fitness wise. All right. So, with all that being said, let's get into the overview of the hero. So, at the heart of the hero, there is a burning passion for overcoming adversity and making a positive impact. These individuals don't just see the world as it is, they see it, the potential for greatness, and are driven to achieve it. With a highly courageous nature, heroes often find themselves in roles where their determination and their strength can shine, making a significant impact on those around them. And so, especially with your tendency towards leadership, um, you're probably, as a hero, you're probably used to like being in the forefront, or just being recognized. And I think it's going to be like, one of those inevitable things, whether you want it or not. You're just kind of like, you're kind of recognized and noticed, and people tend to gravitate towards you for direction and encouragement. And you're kind of seen as a person who's going to do the right thing, or who's going to like lead the way, take charge. So that's something that's like innate in you. So you may naturally already be in roles or positions where you're able to do that. And if you're not, then it's possible that you have these desires to, but you haven't expressed them, because that's a possibility, or you're not in a place where that space is available for you to shine in that way. So, when we talk about creating inspiring and empowering experiences, heroes are characterized by their ability to inspire and uplift others through their actions. Okay. Like you are literally, do as I say, not as I do is not a phrase in your vocabulary. Okay. It is a do as I do, because I'm doing it so you can do it too. The dedication to courage and integrity makes them invaluable leaders in fields that prioritize justice, strength, and leadership. And they possess a unique ability to motivate and empower, ensuring that their actions are not just brave, but deeply inspiring. So, the hero brands are synonymous with courage, strength, leadership. I'm all up in your life, Adrian. They are synonymous with courage, strength, and leadership. They possess an intuitive grasp of what drives people to strive for greatness and often provide solutions that empower and protect. Your This archetype thrives on creating environments where people feel encouraged to push their limits, making it a cornerstone in industries like sports, personal development, and emergency services. Hero brands are not just about meeting expectations, they're about exceeding them in the most courageous way possible. I love I We'll get into the examples, y'all, but I really love the hero brand. It's one of the ones where it just makes you feel like things are going to be all right. Like I feel safe, I feel protected, I feel like I can do it. And I think one thing that's not on here, I guess personal development, but like when I think about heroes, I think about coaches. And not just like sports coaches, but even like life coaches and relationship coaches, like coaches in every industry. Coaches in every industry, but like the coach itself, they remind me of heroes, because not only do they empower you and make you feel like they can do it, especially when you have the type of coach that like jumps in there and they get down in the mud with you and they do the work too. Those are the ones where it's like you feel empowered just by watching them do it, but then they also tell you that you can do it and then they show you how to do it. And so it just feels like there's like this energy that heroes bring, which is why we're drawn to them. Even when it comes to media, like we're drawn to the hero because we watch them overcome. We watch them have their dark moments. We watch them have their villains. We watch them overcome it and recognize who they are. Like we see the journey that it takes, and it encourages us. It empowers us. So Adrian, you're a coach. Wow. Wow. I did not know that. That just came out. That's so wild. Yeah. That's what I think about, though. That's what I think about. So let's get into some of the examples of the hero brand. So, brands like Nike and Under Armour epitomize the hero archetype. They have not only introduced products that enhance performance and resilience, but have also maintained a reputation for inspiring people to achieve their best. From motivational stories of individuals overcoming odds to the empowering messages promoted by brands like Gatorade, hero brands deeply understand their audience's need for courage and excellence, ensuring that each interaction feels empowering and motivating. And another person, because y'all know I like to think about people, but a person that I thought about when I think about the hero brand is Serena Williams. I feel like Serena Williams embodies the hero. Like when I think about a hero, I think about Serena Williams. And I know that part of it is because of her being an athlete, but I feel like she, just by her and her sister, but I think about Serena first. When I think about like the trailblazer that they were in tennis, and how strong she is, how not even just physically strong but mentally strong, and how much she's endured, and what she represents, like that resilience, that determination, that perseverance. That's a person that I think about when I think about the hero. And I feel like even with like, I had this thought because I was looking at somebody using her makeup, and even like her makeup still feels like, it still feels like a hero. Like I don't know, like I can't describe it any other way, but that's the first person I think about when I think about I don't feel like every athlete reminds me of the hero, but there are certain ones that I think that really have that stand out to me that do represent the hero. So she's definitely one of them. Most like athletic wear, like y'all heard me mention Nike, Under Armour, like most athletic wear, things having to do or pertaining with sports definitely do that. But I would like to see more coaches leaning into that. And when I talk about the stories that you can tell, if you're a coach, I really want you to like tune in to that part, especially because that's where I feel a lot of coaches fall short in their marketing, because they don't know how to tell the right stories to attract the audience. So if this is your brand, then you want to pick up on those examples that I'll give later. But outside of that, here's what else I want to say. If you are the hero, I want you to find someone that is not in your industry. Okay. I don't want you to find somebody in your industry. I want you to find someone in a different industry, but who represents this brand personality. And I want you to use them as an example of like what draws you to this person or to this brand. What is it that they do? How do people talk about them? How do they make them feel? And I don't want you to look at them as competitors, which is another reason why I don't want you to look in your industry, because I don't want you biting off nobody. But I want you to think about how they communicate it and how it makes you feel and how people feel around them and what they think about them and the types of stories that they share. And then use that as inspiration for yours. Okay? Because I don't this is one of the ones where I think that it's, for some reason I feel like it's not as easy for you to market because man, I wish I could put a finger on it. But here, I'll put it this way. The people that I've worked with that are the hero brand, what I've realized helps them is not necessarily just talking about what you do, but showing what you do. Like showing it in action. What does it look like to embody it so that you don't have to worry about having the right words necessarily because people are just going to be drawn to you by the way that you move. Hey, Angel. So, yeah, coaches are taught that the client prospect is the hero, not us. Yeah, and here's the thing. They are, but you embodying the hero empowers them. So don't miss that part that I described. Like your goal is not to make it about you, but people are watching you. So them watching you, seeing how you move, seeing what you're able to accomplish and even what you're able to accomplish with others, that is that is the inspiration. That is what empowers them. So don't maybe that's what it is. Like you don't want to like outshine people or you don't want to become like you don't want to become their hero. You want them to see themselves as a hero, but you being a hero naturally does that. So okay, we're going to get into the storytelling and hopefully I'll be able to connect the dots for you. So let's talk about the journey with your audience as the hero brand. So one of the key aspects of the hero brand is its ability to build lasting, empowering relationships with their audience. You consistently demonstrate courage and integrity, and create a shared experience that feels both personal and inspiring. Your ongoing dedication is not just about creating products and services, but fostering a sense of strength and determination. So, when it comes to overcoming the challenges that you face as the hero, because you often struggle with balancing that drive for excellence with the need for self care and support, which also will help with your burnout. The path of the hero is often fraught with risks of overconfidence, burnout, and the emotional toll of constant striving. And so, and I'm glad that that word constant striving is in there because you do not have to be, nor should you be constantly striving. It should be consistent where people know that that's what you're doing. But one thing that it makes me think about is when you think about the story of a superhero and you're like let's say like we're watching something, we're watching a Marvel whatever, and let's use Black Panther for example. Black Panther, we watched Black Panther come up in the beginning of the movie, right? Like he wins the fight. He gets the essence of the Black Panther. I almost said it like what's his name? I had to catch myself. And then we see him go and we see him fight, and then all of a sudden, um he's met with his nemesis. Why I don't know why his name is escaping my mind right now. Who was his brother, y'all? Who's his half brother? What was his name? With the locks. Michael B. Jordan. Oh, it's bothering me. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. I know somebody's gonna remember. So Mike him fighting Michael B. Jordan. And then we see him have a moment where he's down. Like he's down for the count. He's not even on this plane. He's like on the ancestral plane somewhere. He's not with us right now. And then we see like that journey that he goes through to, have being upset with his father, and then having like an identity crisis, and literally just not being as strong as he's used to being, and because he is now gone. And so, and then we see him come back up and have that moment where he's able to fight again. And that is the storyline for heroes in general. We watch them try to figure out who they are. Then we see them come up. Killmonger. Yes, Killmonger. Ooh, thank you, Adrian. We see him come up. We see him doing well. We see him overcoming adversity. Then we see them get knocked down. They get, they go through their moment. I almost said they get humbled. It is kind of getting humbled though. And then we see them come back up again. And then the thing that's so cool about it is that we literally see that with every movie. Like every movie follows like that same kind of flow and pattern. The reason why I'm saying this is because the same is true for you as the hero. You are not constantly on top. You're not constantly on it. You're not always, you don't always get it right. You're not always at maximum capacity. And being willing to share those ups and downs, those highs and those lows, even coming off of a high moment and having a low moment, you're still telling a full story, and your come up is going to have that much more of an impact on the people who can relate to it. And that is how you are able to inspire and encourage and empower your people through your story as the hero. So don't forget that in your overcoming and in your storytelling. So when it comes to connecting with the hero, hero brands attract people who value courage, strength, and determination. Your customers are buying into a relationship of empowerment and inspiration. By consistently demonstrating bravery and resilience, hero brands create a loyal following that appreciates their commitment to pushing boundaries and achieving greatness. So, the more challenges you're willing to face, the more boundaries you are willing to push, the more you're willing to push yourself and challenge yourself and evolve, that is even more empowering and alluring to your audience. So, some of the colors that the hero brand leans towards are also bold and powerful colors like red, black, and gold, and also blue. Blue's not on this list, but I'm going to add blue to it because I you literally see red and blue everywhere when it comes to heroes. The blacks and the golds, that's why I got on my gold earrings today. If y'all can hear them in the mic, not on TikTok because I'm not using my mic today, but if you can hear it in the mic, I apologize. I tried to like, I guess my neck ain't long enough because it keeps like clicking against my necklace, but I wanted to wear the gold. And I got this kind of reminded me of armor, which is why I wore my leather top today. And then the red obviously is giving hero, but then it's got like the stripes on it, so it's kind of hinting at the athletic side. So that's the motivation, inspiration behind my outfit. But you can't see it, but I have on jeans too. So I got on blue jeans. So I'm literally doing the red, the blue, and the gold to bring in that hero aesthetic. So those are colors that you want to lean into as the hero. Now, let's talk about your values. If you are the hero, you have a desire for courage and integrity. Those are super duper important to you. The courage is important, but I almost feel like the integrity, well, no, they can go hand in hand, but the integrity is one that is like really a telltale sign of the hero because you care about how you look and how you're presenting yourself being consistent. even when people aren't watching you, even when people don't know what you're doing. That is a really important thing for you. That's something that you value, and that's what makes you a hero. Your creations are not just products, but they are an extension of your commitment to overcoming adversity and inspiring greatness, bringing in a sense of honor and resilience to your work. All right. So let's get into how you make your community feel. But before I get into that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm not advertising anything. I just need to drink my tea. I have this tea over there. It's ginger tea and lemon. And it was too hot when I started this, but it's perfect temperature now. Don't you see? Y'all see the words on it? Literally not selling this. I just felt like this was appropriate. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's get into the rest of it. So, here is how you make your community feel as the hero. For heroes, it's crucial for you to show genuine bravery and determination. Okay. Don't fabricate it. Okay. Genuine bravery and determination. Hey Kuma, I was talking about you at the beginning of this. I saw your video about tune times. It's crucial for you to provide consistent motivation and support. It's also important for you to communicate boldly and honestly with people, which as a coach, that's probably something that you already do naturally. But even when it comes to your content, um, and people encountering you for the first time, you may feel tempted to not be as bold, or not say certain things because you don't want it to come across the wrong way, or you don't want it to rub people the wrong way, or you don't want it to come across as you not being an inviting person. But that boldness and that honesty actually makes people feel empowered, and it makes them feel valued. So keep that going, keep that consistent even in your marketing. Okay, even with people that don't know you. Don't become a sugarcoater just because these people ain't worked with you yet. You know what? Actually, thank you. Thank you, Kuba. This because I got a bone to pick. Okay, I got a bone to pick because I told y'all that when I think about the hero, I think about fitness, right? And here's what I want to say to all of my fitness people, all my trainers who are a hero brand personality, and y'all don't be accurately advertising how many tears are going to fall during your sessions. Shame on you. Shame on you. Cause it's been sometimes I have a friend actually, she's a trainer. And I was like, you know what? You be talking like I'ma be okay. And then I did this workout and halfway through it, I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be okay. That squat, you did not prepare me for that squat. Oh, I'm the hero. I'm the hero. Hey, big sis. Yeah. I just want you to tell me honestly, it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna be all right. Like just say that in your video from the beginning. Cause y'all be doing the workouts and y'all be smiling and y'all just be looking like you're just having a grand old time. And you be talking to me like it's okay, you can do it. And that's great. But you just like prepare me for the person that you're gonna be when you start training me. Cause I don't like that switch up. Okay. I don't like that. I just want to be prepared. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm gonna get off of that now. I appreciate y'all though. I get why y'all smile during the workouts. That's something y'all genuinely enjoy it, but Just let me know it's gonna hurt. That's all. Like, let me know. And then I'll still make the decision to work out because I know I need to. Thank you, Kua. Okay, so when you're making connections as the hero, it's crucial for you to oh no, we went over this. Okay, I'm gonna go through it one more time because I started talking and got distracted. You need to show genuine bravery and determination, provide consistent motivation and support, and you should be communicating boldly and honestly, making individuals feel empowered and valued. Okay, so let's talk about some of the storytelling ideas that you can use in your content when you're speaking to people in person as the hero. Now, I'm going to give you a couple today, but if you want the full rundown of all these storytelling ideas and all of this information that I'm sharing with you, if you want this in written form, you can go to the link. It'll be in the description box and it'll take you to the blog post that has all of this stuff laid out for you to reference anytime that you need to. One thing that I'll say about the storytelling, not the storytelling, but just the brand personalities in general, I'm thinking about making that available to subscribers. Um, I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Just letting y'all know in advance. I'm not going to go any further on that right now, but by the time I'm done with these, so when I get to the last one, they will be behind a subscription. The subscription will be free. You will only need your email to sign up for it. But I feel like this is something that because of how much I'm putting into these and because I'm going to continue to add to them, that I really want it to be for the people who have a hunger to learn these. So yeah, just letting y'all know where my head is at with that. Um, let's get into some of the storytelling ideas for the hero. You can describe how your fitness program helped a client overcome significant health challenges and achieve their personal best. This is one of the examples that I was kind of alluding to earlier, where I said that sharing, leading by example in your content, in your marketing, is not taking away or disempowering to your audience. You are empowering them literally by showing them how it's done, right? Like that's empowering. Watching you maneuver, watching you push. And I'll even take it a step further because the content that I love seeing, especially when it comes to no, just in general. The content that I love seeing is one where I can see the challenge that the person had to overcome. Like I can literally, whether it's like you're literally showing the challenge or whether you're describing what the challenge was. I don't like the I don't like to just only see the cute, okay, this is how you do a push up the right way, or here is how you should be lifting weights. Like, that's great. But what I really love seeing is this was hard for me, but I overcame this challenge in order to meet my goal. Those are the types of stories that you can tell regardless of the industry that you're in. Okay. Another thing that you can share is how your tools empowered someone to excel academically, in their as an entrepreneur, in relationships. Thank you, Mask. But showing how your tools, how what you have given someone made them feel empowered. You can show a testimonial of a customer who used your coaching services to land their dream job after facing multiple rejections, or how your coaching services help someone to finally land their first client, or how they you help them to overcome social anxiety, like what showing how your services has helped people to overcome. Like that's really like the running theme and thread in this. Like you want to show the resilience, the courage, the determination, the grit, and the persistence, the perseverance that it takes to achieve certain things. And then of course, those are just a couple of them. The other 3 to 4 examples are going to be on the blog. So if you are the hero and you want to see some more storytelling examples, make sure you head to the blog post in the description box so that you can read through all of them and then take them and adopt them as your own. Okay, let's get into the key phrases and words of the hero. So, phrases like together we conquer challenges, rise to the occasion, unleash your potential, strength in every step, pushing limits, achieving greatness, empower, inspire, achieve. I think when I say some of these words, it makes you think about the posters that you're used to seeing like in school. Like like those kind of posters, as cheesy as they might be, like those types of messages are really impactful coming from the hero. Like they make sense for you. So, heroes, my courageous, brave, determined heroes, I want you to remember to balance your drive for excellence with moments of rest and reflection. Okay. This is very similar to the rebel. Y'all need to take a moment, embrace what you've done, reflect on it, thank yourself. Give yourself the props that you deserve for what you've been able to accomplish. Reflect on the things that people have said that you've done. Like you really need to have those times where it's not always, high energy, go, 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 work, 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 do, do, do. And one thing that I just thought about, y'all, in none of these key phrases and words have you heard me say hustle and grind. I just thought about that. And you would think, because I see you see that so much, especially with this brand personality. I feel like it's almost like synonymous. Like that's what people have to do, but that's none of that is in there. Pushing yourself, achieving greatness, empower, inspire, achieve. But in none of that have you heard me say hustle and grind, because you everyone, all of us, we still need those moments where we recover, where we rest, where we reflect, where it's not always up, it's not always go, go, go. So yes, exactly, no hustle and grind allowed. It's not, it doesn't work. Yeah, it is an easy way to turn me off too. Once you start saying that, I'm like, I stopped listening. So yeah, balance it out. Balance that excellence, that drive that you have, that determination and perseverance. Balance it with rest and reflection. Each act of courage is a testament to your unyielding strength and integrity. Keep striving, keep protecting, and watch as you create a world of inspiration and resilience with every step. Whoo! All right, y'all. I am doing okay on time. No, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm proud of this. So, y'all, you may be listening to this and you're thinking, okay, I can see some of the hero, but I don't know if I'm necessarily a full blown hero, because the hero is the fundamental brand personality. But you might be one of the cousins. So let's get into the cousins of the hero brand personality, and you may be more closely related to one of them. All right. So the first cousin coming to the reunion is, there we go, the warrior. The warrior strengths are valor, fearlessness, fortitude, endurance, conviction, and duty. The challenges of the warrior is a temptation to use strength for cruelty or intimidation, or to chase victory at the cost of morals and ethics, violence, aggression, selfishness. The warrior demonstrates dedication, honor, and an unwavering sense of ethics and integrity. Possessing a strong sense of justice, loyalty, and goal orientation, the warrior is often impatient and keenly focused on strategy and tactics to put an end to what has been identified as wrong. Um, the warrior is a guardian of boundaries. It teaches assertiveness, how to speak truth, how to meet needs without compromising others, and how to fight for a cause bigger than oneself. That is the warrior. The next cousin coming to the reunion is the rescuer. The rescuer's strengths are intuitive support, quick reflexes, honor, bravery, and strength. The challenges of the rescuer is the need to rescue. That's so funny. Misguided attachment, rescuing as a means of elevating self-worth. So remember the word of caution that I gave earlier, hey Monica, about using your strengths or your brand personality as a hero to overcompensate or to validate you. So that's something that is especially seen with the rescuer. So the rescuer is driven by the need to be of help. By providing support in dire situations, the rescuer's sense of purpose is fulfilled. The rescuer may be involved in health and wellness, justice issues, natural and terrorist disasters, protection of hearth and home, prevention of errors of judgment. The qualities and behaviors of this archetype function both internally for the rescue of the self from acts of self betrayal, and externally for the rescue of others from threatening circumstances. All right, that's the rescuer. The next cousin coming to the reunion is the liberator. The liberator's strengths are humanitarianism, justice, strong conviction, resolute morality, hey V love, and optimism. The challenges of the liberator is immoral behavior under the banner of justice, need for revenge or payback, and liberation motivated by desire to impose one's own will. So, a little manipulation can be a challenge for you. So, the liberator is both a voice and a body for the greater common good, a champion for the needy and the impoverished. The liberator's passion is fueled by strong convictions of right versus wrong and the need to secure the inalienable rights of others. Motivated by a core belief in freedom and equality, the liberator can't help but manifest intrepid, tenacious, and purposeful action. That is the liberator. And the last cousin coming to the reunion, y'all knew we had to have this one, is the athlete. The athlete. The athlete's strengths are strength and power, discipline, competence, bravery, honor, tenacity, and achievement orientation. The challenges of the athlete is the ability to use physical strength to bully or hurt and the temptation to cheat. The athlete makes great efforts to achieve physical strength, agility, and endurance combined with mental acuity, discipline, and focus. Morality, character, and ethics play a large role in attaining the highly trained human body. Striving to be higher, faster, stronger, longer, better, the athlete is relentless in the pursuit of a goal. And that's the athlete. And so y'all, one thing I want to point out that this is the brand personality. It doesn't necessarily mean that you yourself are an athlete. Um or even like this is only reserved for people who have a particular body type or a physique. So I don't this one I felt like it was kind of important to highlight the common perception of it versus who can really embody it regardless of that, because this is one of the ones where I feel like the it can turn into a stereotype very quickly. That's the best way I can put it. So just because you're not an athlete, per se, doesn't mean that you can't be an athlete. All right. So again, the cousins of the fundamental hero brand personality is the warrior, the rescuer, the liberator, and the athlete. Okay. So out of these, who feels like they might be an athlete or one of the athlete's cousins? Not athlete, one of the hero's cousins. I when I first took the very first personality quiz that I took, brand personality quiz that I took, I actually scored pretty high with the hero, but when I did the brand personality game, I didn't identify with the hero anymore. And I'm not really sure why. I feel like, mm, I don't know. I can't put my finger on why. But like the more I learned about it and the more I read on it, I was like, know. I don't know. I don't feel like that's it. And even looking at these, it ain't make sense. Hey, Az, really? Are you the fundamental hero, Latara, or are you one of the cousins? I know, Adrian, you were saying that you identify with the things that I was saying about the hero in the beginning. So I want to know if it still felt like that as I was moving on. I was saying that the hero is a brand personality that makes sense for coaches. So it definitely makes sense. Yeah, I still don't think so. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. I think the fundamental hero brand personality found me. I think I would have been resistant to it, but literally, your example described my life for the past 3 years. That is good to know. That's good to know. I think that's it's cool how it works out. It's cool how it works out. So it's listening to it, it was like it was undeniable. It was like, yes, yes, check, check, check. That's so cool. So yes, that's the hero. But yeah, I love the hero. It's just it's something about what you're able to empower people to do that is so special. So shout out to all my heroes. Um, y'all, I'm gonna tomorrow. I okay. I want to talk about. I got okay. I'm gonna give myself like 2 minutes. So I want to talk about the sovereign, and I said I was gonna talk about the sovereign yesterday, but I have a very very basic reason why I have not done the sovereign yet, and that reason is that I don't have a crown. I don't have a crown and I really want a crown. I feel like if I don't have a crown or fur, I don't want to do it because then I feel like I won't be doing it justice. I know. I know. I got to do it eventually, but I was like I'm gonna try to do sovereign, but I really want that crown slash tiara. So no, it's nothing huge at all. It is so small. It's so small and petty. But I want to have a crown. So yeah. I asked my sister if she had one because my sister is definitely eh, eh, she's definitely the sovereign. She's definitely the sovereign. I think she's like the sovereign and then also like the lover or a caregiver, maybe all three. And so I asked her, I was like, "Do you have a tiara?" And she was like, "Why would I just have a tiara?" And I was like, "It feels like something you should have. I'm upset that you don't have one because that's your personality." So she didn't have one. Could your hair be a crown, like a halo braid? It could, Adrian. It could. I can consider that. I can consider that, especially if I don't find my tiara. It was undeniable, and hearing how to be a hero as a coach that positions and inspires their clients to be their own hero helped me accept it. Yes, I'm so glad that that helped because that's the part where it's like we got to bring you into it because it's not about you, but people got to know you and your story for them to be able to connect with you. So yeah, that is so I'm so glad that clicked for you. So yeah, y'all, if I don't find the halo, not the halo, if I don't find the crown, I'll get over it. uh I'm gonna figure something out though. I'm gonna figure something out. But that's it. That's what I got. So I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all have a good rest of your night. Tomorrow's live will be during the daytime. I won't be on late like I was today. So if you're available around 2, let's say between like 1 to 2 Eastern, then that's when I'll be on to talk about surprise, because I don't know which brand personality I'm doing just yet. So y'all just gotta look at my outfit and see. But yeah, I'll see y'all then. So y'all have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.